Welcome to the first video of this series, that is Life After COVID. I wanted to create a video series in which we can understand what the life after COVID is going to be, or how COVID is going to affect different sectors of our life, and the changes that we should expect once COVID has hit the world. And this one event has changed the world entirely. There is not even one single human being that is untouched with this event. So how is it going to change different sectors of our life? And today we are going to talk about work, how it is going to change the jobs we do, how it is going to change the things we are doing right now, the kind of work that we are doing, how it is going to change businesses. Everything that is going to be discussed in this video today. So first is work. We all know that people are working from home nowadays. This one event has shown that many people can just work from home. Majority of people can work from home. It has also shown the companies that working from home is monetarily beneficial to them, because they don't have to house so many offices or so many staff. So that creates a lot of savings for them. Now take this into assumption, how much they are saving right now. You have to understand how much the companies are saving right now to understand why they might actually keep this way of working even after COVID. Even if we tomorrow find a vaccine for COVID, there is still a chance that this trend is going to continue. The reason for that is very simple. You have to understand the kind of savings they are making. First savings they are making is the amount of space that you have to rent for all this stuff. That is a big expense for any company. I run companies, so I know the place that you have to rent or the amount of space that you need. That is a big savings. The second is you have to keep that place clean. You have to put all the equipment that is necessary for your staff. You have to air condition the place. You have to do all these things. That is all expense. Utility bills, everything is an expense. Even things like small things like toilet paper or whatever you have to do to keep things clean, that requires staff, and that again requires payment. That requires money to be invested for that upkeep of that place. Now change to it into scenario 2, where you are just doing this in your employee's home. When employee is working from home, I might have to provide him with a laptop or something to work with, but that's it. That's a one-time investment. I might have to just subsidize his internet, that whatever he is paying for his internet, I'll just take over that or do something of that sort. That's the only thing that I have to pay for. I don't have to pay for his electricity. I don't have to pay for his AC or whatever he's using, equipment he's using. I just have to pay for these minimum things, and that is enough to sustain this thing for a long time. So that you can understand, this is a very big savings. So coming forward, I think companies are just going to have small headquarters somewhere, and that's it. They're going to have headquarters, and then they are just going to use that place for just minimal stuff. Rest of the employees are going to come in once in a month or something on some days, and they're just going to sign in or just going to get some training. That's it. This is even after the COVID has lifted or the problem has solved. You have a vaccine. Even after that, maybe this is going to stay. That's what I understand. So this is going to change into two class of workers. So there are some essential workers who have to be present, for example doctors and other people. Then there are people in the manufacturing or in the construction or other fields that have to be present physically. Because for example, for me, as you know, I primarily am into solar. Now it's not going to assemble itself. My workers have to be there physically present to construct the thing. I can do design, team can sit at home. Yes, the office staff, the clerical staff, they might be able to work from home, but the actual construction, that is the lifeblood of my company, that is going to always be a field work. There is, until unless I design some robots or something take over, until that time it is still going to be a physical presence has to be necessary for these kind of jobs. So manufacturing, construction, certain things like that, they are going to be the jobs that are going to require physical attention, and that is not going to change. Now what is going to change is the pay grade. What I understand is, if this continues, if suppose there is no solution for COVID, it is going to change into a situation where the pay grade is going to change, because if I'm going outside my house, I am risking my health. If that is the case, then I need to be paid higher to compensate the risk which I'm taking. People will say that why should I go out and work when I can just sit at home and do some clerical job? So the people who have to, and these jobs are necessary, you cannot just omit these jobs. So the people in construction, all these kind of jobs, they're going to be paid higher. The remuneration has to be set higher so that it can compensate the risk that they are doing, or there has to be risk aversion. That is, the company is taking care of their health. Suppose if you go out and you get this disease or you get some problem, company is going to take care of your health. Either of these things have to be done. Once you can assure that to the people, then these fields will still continue. So that is the major impact which I'm seeing directly. Also, other impacts is how we are going to socialize after this, because how we work, we are able to nowadays the reason why we are able to work from home is because we have teleconferencing, things like that. I have this teleconferencing system here, the Cisco WebEx system. Similarly, we have all these systems available, and they are being adopted company wise, and different companies are adopting it because they have understood that this is necessary for virtual presence, or basically to conduct these kind of work routines. So companies are going to invest into these kind of systems. I can see this in the future, that this is going to change the way we work. It has already changed the way we work, but this is going to be much more further. Now, till now we were investing into software for this. Later on, even hardware implementation for these kind of works, that is telepresence, it will be common. Why do you have to meet someone in person if you have a large telepresence screen and you're able to see them in HD quality? It's as if meeting them face to face. I know it cannot replace meeting them face to face, but it's as if. For work relationships, this is more than enough. Of course, for intimate relationships, personal relationships, it's not going to be a replacement, but for work relationship, that's more than enough. If you're able to see them face to face, if you are able to do a meeting, conduct the meeting properly without any problems. This is also going to impact the penetration of high-speed internet. Now, because of this thing, studies are already online. People are studying online, and kids, a new generation are going to come who is going to be only studying online. After this, what is going to happen is, even the penetration of internet has to increase, because you need high speed internet to sustain all these things. So these are the impacts that you're going to get. And what I feel is going to happen after this entire situation dissolves, work is going to be changed. Believe me, this entire sector is going to be changed. I've already created a video on which sectors are going to sustain, or the most badly impacted sectors. For example, hospitality or certain sectors are going to be really badly affected. That I've already created. I've already put those videos up somewhere, so you can just check them out on my channel. Other than that, I wanted to just do this series. Now in the next, we'll actually go to social life after COVID, and then we'll look at the impact of studies after COVID. So these are the next two things in this series, and let's see if there is anything else that has to be put into this series. So if you have any comments, suggestions, questions, whatever you want, you know what to do, put them in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. I will continue the series soon. This has been Jace for TopEvt. I'll see you in the next video.